folks, President Trump has an excellent growthy platform to run on. All that's left is to pick a first-rate, solid running mate to help him sell it, and that's the subject of tonight's riff. All right, former President Trump seemed to suggest today that he will name his vice presidential running mate at the Milwaukee convention next week. Mr. Trump made major, important headlines when he announced his policy platform last Monday. That's a week before the convention. It's the growthiest Republican platform since Ronald Reagan 44 years ago. In between last Monday and the opening of the GOP convention this coming Monday, there's been a lot of dog-chasing tail reporters running down blind alleys, Hollywood stars frantically looking to reapply their makeup. In other words, a whole lot of nothing burger and gobbledygook about running Joe Biden out of the Democratic Party. It has come to nothing. We already know what a left-wing, big government, socialist, progressive policy failure Mr. Biden is. That's the key point. Now, Trump's platform was positive, optimistic, upbeat, growthier, problem-solving, border closing, just chock full of common sense that actually puts him as a mainstream centrist who can unify the country through his many successes. So his VP pick is going to be important because it shows who will back up Mr. Trump, qualified to be president if, heaven forbid, need be, someone who subscribes wholeheartedly to the campaign platform strategy that Trump has laid out. Now, today on Clay Travis's radio show, here's what Mr. Trump said about the timing of the VP announcement.
I'd love to do it during the convention, which would be, or just slightly before the convention, like Monday. Love to do it on Tuesday or Wednesday, actually.
All right. So I'm no wiser than anybody else on the planet regarding Mr. Trump's decision on a running mate. I do believe it could be boiled down to three very talented people, however. And just this week, I interviewed two of the three, Governor Burgum and Senator Rubio. And earlier this summer, I interviewed Senator Vance. So on the eve of Mr. Trump's decision, here's some substantive policy clips from those three very talented people. First up, Governor Doug Burgum of North Dakota. Please take a listen.
I'm an operating guy. I like to get stuff done. Maganomics works for everybody because it's low interest rates, it's low regulation, it's low taxes, it's prosperity. It works for everybody. In addition to the inflationary aspect of Biden's energy policies, it's also the factor behind the two wars. We're in two proxy wars, one with Russia and one with Iran, and those adversaries are funding those battles against us with the oil money they're getting.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Burgum. Now, folks, here's some wisdom from Senator Marco Rubio of Florida.
It's a pro-growth platform. It's a pro-prosperity platform. And we want more Americans to have more money in their pocket at the end of the month after they pay their bills so they can save, so they can invest, so they can go on vacation, the things they can't do now because inflation is eating up their paycheck. One is you put tariffs on foreign imports in these key sectors. Look, I'd like to do it on everything, obviously, but that's not ideal economically. I've changed because the issue has changed. The problem has changed. Anytime, this is not immigration. This is mass migration. It's uncontrolled. It's chaotic.
All right. Much appreciated from Senator Marco Rubio. And finally, to our viewers, let me reintroduce Senator J.D. Vance. Take a listen to this.
Larry, I want to live in a country where people can get married, have children, and actually put that family in a home that they can afford. I want them to earn a wage that can support a family at a good job. We've got to learn the lessons of the last 40 years. We allowed too much of our manufacturing to go overseas. It made our country weaker. We've got to enforce our border, Larry, and that starts with a willingness to deport people who have broken our laws. If we can't do that, we don't have a country.
All right. Thanks very much to Senator Vance, the great state of Ohio. We appreciate it. And we are blessed to have been able to interview all these candidates. Now, here's my key thought. In relation to current Vice President Kamala Harris, any one of these three gentlemen is vastly superior in knowledge, in personal achievement, in serious demeanor, in moral clarity, and in their policy vision. But Biden-Harris, linked very closely to Senator Bernie Sanders' socialism, Well, they gave us high inflation, an affordability crisis, shrinking kitchen tables, an illegal migrant wave leading to a criminal breakdown of public safety, an extremist and unfounded climate agenda, progressive prosecutors and their criminals first lawfare campaign. And by the way, a total flop of that lawfare when it was aimed against Mr. Trump. Then you have illegal student loan forgiveness, even pledges to pack the Supreme Court. All of this has failed. All of it is unpopular. Now, Mr. Trump is going to bring strength, prosperity, opportunity, safety, and a law-abiding agenda. It is the growthiest promise in 44 years. It will unite the country. And that is my riff with the help of the three leading vice presidential candidates. So there you have it. We just added lots more guests to the show.